Hi guys, Blake here today with Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on beautiful Lake Taneycomo. It is Friday, May the 6th, 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and I'm going to do the one cast for you today. So, today I am setting below a new tree in the water. This is right along the side of Eagle Island. It's like I actually think this might be one of the trees the eagle used to set in right here on the outside edge, but it has finally took a spill off into the water here. So it's blocking that very first portion that you start to go through the channel to the Narrows. So if it fell a little farther up, it might be a problem, but I don't think it's a problem right there. Anyway, today we're gonna drag some scuds. So I've got a 1/4 ounce weight, hoping that's enough weight with the 20,000. We'll find out. I might just wind up slowing the boat down. On a snap swivel, sliding up and down the line. I've got a barrel swivel right there. About 1.5 feet below that, I've got my first size 12 hare's ear scud, and another foot below that, I've got a crystal gray. Both dubbings are made by Hairline, and I've got a feeling that now that this water's been running this 20,000 for about 24 hours, that some of these fish are probably starting to pack in a little bit closer to the edges. So we're going to drift this very inside edge all the way down outside of the trophy area today, and we're going to see if we can find more fish than we did yesterday. It'll all depend on whether I can start by getting untangled here. It really is amazing how this stuff happens so fast. I don't think it'll ever not amaze me. This might just be a video on how to untangle your lines once they get tangled. There we go. So realistically, I've only got about 2.5 foot a leader, and I think that it's gonna work, but we'll find out. The lake should be significantly cleaner today than it was yesterday for Phil and I. Water should have pushed most of that debris out, and I don't really see a whole lot of it, so I'm gonna say that it did. There have been times in the heavy generation flows where I've gone up to a 3/8 ounce, but I can't remember if it was 2 years ago when they were running the 22 or 23,000 that I went up to a 3/8. Haven't heard any reports of shad coming through yet. Oh, there was a bite. Oh, let's see. Captain Dwayne said that their trip was pretty good this morning, and he was using size 12 scuds. Captain Rick Lysick said that the bite was pretty good for them. Dwayne said they did see a gizzard shad or two in the water. Not the shad species we're looking for, but that does mean stuff is coming over. Started off this morning with a little light rain, even more of a mist, probably you could call it. I'm going to go ahead and say no fish on the first cast. I just want to reel this in and see if I'm picking up anything on the bottom. Yep, sure enough. I'll put this cast way over there against the bank. Once these fish have to get used to being in this water, they will pack in right on those edges. I did bring one more scud rig with me. It's same weight, same snap swivel combination, but the leader is longer and the scuds are spaced out more, and that might be part of getting it to drag without picking up as much stuff. Reel this one in again. Just want to see. Yep, scuds are still a little bit mossy, so we're going to go with a little bit longer leadered one. So same thing, except I've got about double the length, about 2 foot in between each one there. I think for the most part the rain is over, at least for the next week or so. Looks like the creeks have calmed down, cleared up. All right, hardly any moss that time, so a little bit longer leader, a little bit farther spacing. Definitely worked there. And you don't have to make a terribly long cast either. Ow. Well, there goes that rig. Broke it off, clean at the scuds. Alright, we're just gonna go back to this one and try to make do. The water temperature down by the dock had warmed up significantly. It was 49 degrees when I checked one of the fish finders earlier. Trout prefer that 50 to 55 degree temperature water.
Any luck?
Not yet. Drifting past Dino's, Scooter's house here. And there's a root wad right underneath me, so I'm going to reel that in real quick. Scuds stayed clean that time. We're going to scoot just right behind right behind Dino's dock here. I almost feel like you might be able to get away with this, the 3/8 ounce weight. The quarter is bouncing, but I do have some times here where it's pretty light. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna break off both of the rigs I brought with me. Which only leaves one thing. A white jig. There's lots of times where I come out and don't lose one rig, but when I do, it seems like they all go. 1/8 ounce white jig. We're gonna just keep to working this inside bank and see if we can make anything happen. We're gonna get real close to the bank though this time. Hey, I'll call you back in a second. One cast.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
So one thing I would like to mention while you're out here, if you're gonna get to come fish the lake at this time, is you really got to watch your surroundings while you're drifting. We're drifting at probably a rate of close to 5 miles an hour, and it's very easy to be paying attention to what you're doing fishing wise and not looking behind you at what you're drifting towards. Yeah, there's the sun. So today they said it's supposed to be a really pretty day. Not that it isn't, but I was suspected to have more sunshine. Maybe this is finally going to get it. With these 1/8 ounce jigs in this much water, you still got to really let them sink if you want to get down near the bottom. These fish aren't playing today, and I should have set up a few more scud rigs. I'm thinking that maybe even maybe more like a 5-foot length with the scuds about 2.5 foot apart. I think that's what I was doing whenever they were running the floodgates a few weeks ago on that same drift rig, and I was doing really well, especially down through here. And it might be that the bottom needs to clear up a bit more. It seemed like there's still some loose stuff down there, but I've always believed that the faster the water's running, a little bit longer the leader, but I did want to try that shorter one and see if I could get away with it. Dwayne gave me an idea a few months ago about tying foam into the body of the scuds, and I'm working on trying to get one to float by tying foam into the body. And so once I get that worked out, we're gonna try that on here and see how it works. But I'm thinking about calling it an early video today, because I ran out of scud rigs and they're not playing with this white jig right now. I'll take one more cast over the boat ramp flat here. Get in a little closer to the bank again. I'm really hoping that we get a good west wind to push towards that dam, and while we got these floodgates on, that the higher water temperature on Table Rock should be bringing those threadfin shad up, and if we can get a good west wind to push them towards the dam, we should see a 2022 push of shad, which would really get everything going. But it's really looking like no luck for me today, so we're gonna call the video there. We thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook. We'll come out and do it again tomorrow. Thanks, guys.